I gotta do a reaction. I need to mute the TV because One Piece is very, very loud. But this is what I'm really interested in. The Fousey situation. Cause Fousey been in, bro. I just seen a video of Fousey acting like he was giving head to Sneeko. So
We're in
I
a very
gotta see what's
perplexing
going
pickle
on.
here, because I'm the gladiator of goofiness, the savant of silly, so anytime there's a weird situation that's a bit wacky, people update me on it, and usually I'll giggle about it, maybe I'll make something covering it. But now, today, there's something that a lot of people seem to think is a really humorous, silly situation, when I don't view it that way at all. In fact, I view it as an extremely sad, distressing situation. It's everything that's been happening with FouseyTube. If you're like me with gray hairs in your beard, that name might ring a little bell in your cobweb-covered brain, because it's a name that's as old as YouTube itself, really. He was a
P.S. I know this has nothing to do with Fousey or the video or whatever, but my guy, I am so close. And when I say so close, I mean so close to being done with college, bro. I'm about to high five uh Penguins himself. Jesus.
around a long time ago
That
doing
was so
pranks
pointless.
and
That was
all
a
kinds
pointless
of
pause.
shit,
I
and he was a
apologize. I
big
just
name
wanted to
back
tell
then.
somebody.
But he had a mental health meltdown that kind of caused him to step away from content creation for a while to work on himself and try and better his actual life away from the internet. And now he's come back as an IRL live streamer, broadcasting pretty much every waking moment of his life on camera. And it is probably the worst thing that could have possibly happened to him. His streams blew up. He got all of the clout he'd ever dreamed of, and he immediately became corrupted and poisoned by it. His broadcast went from the beginning being pretty wholesome and community driven, like fun stuff from what I recall when he first came back. It was actually kind of cool to root for like an OG YouTuber stepping into a different ballpark, and he seemed like he was in a much better headspace. But then his numbers kept going up.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been able to just ever sit down and watch a Fousey video, bro. I haven't. A Fousey video, a Fousey stream, a clip with Fousey. All I remember of Fousey is Roman Atwood, I believe. And I don't even think that was a thing. I don't know. There was some guy that Fousey knew who I used to watch nonstop. It could have been Roman Atwood. I don't know. But I can't see how people could sit up in a Fousey stream, a Fousey what's in it now a clip on Instagram or whatever. If I see it, I'll probably watch it because 9 times out of 10 there's something interesting going on. But yeah, most of the clips that I've been seeing of Fousey have been downright crazy. I don't know if Penguins is gonna weigh in on it, but you know, bruh, I've seen Fousey hit two guys now. And the two guys in which that he hit are smaller than him. First off, Fousey's not that big of a guy, but he's hit two guys so far, and one of them I guess were like was like a troll or whatever. I think they were in like a sneaker store or whatever. But you could tell that the guy is pretty nerdy and just used to like talking a lot, bro. Yeah, it's bad for Fousey.
And as
It's
those numbers
bad.
kept climbing, so
He
too
think
did
he's
his
him.
ego, until he reached his absolute
Oh my God. I don't know if he's gonna include this too, but I also seen a clip on Instagram of Fousey, what's the name? He's in the gym working out and he's trying so hard to figure out what this girl is doing. Bro, she's not interested. Chill, just vibe, twin.
boiling point and crossed the event horizon of
Okay, I'm gonna try to
maximal
do minimal
douchebaggery.
pauses.
He became his own worst enemy. He would insult people if they were poor. His main insult was about people's financial status and well-being. He became completely corrupted by clout. He was like Gollum with the One Ring ruining his mind. That was FouseyTube's precious attention. And as his mental health deteriorated, his online presence was only bolstered. People kept tuning in to see what wild thing was going to happen next. What kind of incredible loud rant is Fousey going to go on next? Just encouraging this downward spiral as people shoved popcorn in their face gluttonously, consuming a man's mental health meltdown on stream. And it really started reaching its boiling point about 2 weeks ago. While on stream, FouseyTube was at an airport and met a woman, and she was very clearly super drunk. She was hammered. And the two got to talking, and eventually she revealed that she was actually the victim of human trafficking at one point in her life. And how did FouseyTube respond to that information? by apparently having sex with her in the airport bathroom. He came back on stream after like a 10-minute
Yo.
break, giddy, and he was saying about how he just joined the Mile High Club. Well, not exactly the Mile High Club because they were still at the airport, but you know, we just fucking boinked in the toilets over there. And he was so pleased, and then his community turned on him. They were like, wow, that's actually extremely fucked up. She's super drunk, and she also
Yo.
just confided in you that she was the victim of human trafficking. How could
Yo, bro, it got worse. I couldn't even think it could have gotten worse from him thirsting over the girl in the gym to him beating up on a nerd and just a regular YouTuber or what. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Yo, you want to know the sad part though about the YouTuber that he apparently punched on? Not talking about the guy with the glasses, but like the super pale guy. Uh there was boxing gloves present, and I'm quite sure dude wanted to glove up with Fousey, but Fousey just, was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna hit you bare fist or whatever. Like, bro, I feel like Fousey didn't want to get into an actual, hand to hand fight with him. Like, no.
you have
I feel
done
like he
this,
didn't want to
Fousey?
spar
You
with him,
just took
basically.
advantage of this woman. This is really degenerate, unforgivable shit. So then he very quickly tried to like play it off as a joke, and he wasn't being serious. Like, haha, no, haha, not real, didn't actually happen. Ha, you guys fell for a timeless classic prank. Get pranked, epic style prank, not real, didn't actually do that. When it seems like that's exactly what happened, and this is like Twitter in a nutshell with absolute unhinged lunacy. I did see some people defending this by saying, yeah, but he also raised money for her, so he should have been allowed to have sex with her anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, wow.
What they're referring to is he asked his community to donate to her, and they raised like $2,500 for her. And that's apparently an
2500.
excuse for having sex with an extremely drunk woman who also had just confided in you that she was the victim of human trafficking at some point. It's so alarming seeing people try and rationalize and justify it. That is concerning. Like, that is just downright fucking alarming. But anyway, FouseyTube did face backlash for that, but it actually only made him even more popular because it put FouseyTube's mental health on a bigger stage for more people to see. So more spectators funneled in to watch the train wreck unfold every single day, because he was broadcasting fucking 24/7 basically. A lot of people just kept coming in to point and laugh at the freak show. Look at this crazy guy doing crazy shit. Everyone come watch and laugh at this guy as he broadcasts a very serious mental illness, and as it continues to only get worse. Ha ha. And last night, he ended up getting arrested on stream. I don't even know where to begin with this stream. I actually watched like the last 2 hours of it because even before that, things were looking really bad. FouseyTube had assaulted 2 people earlier in the stream
Oh
last night
my
after they had
God.
only lightly bruised his ego over
Okay. Now wait a minute. It happened. He hit both of them in the same day. Okay, Aiden was there for both situations. I'm sorry. I don't care about Aiden's security. I don't care about none of that. If I had security there, my security stepping. Oh God, my security stepping. In that situation, my security stepping. Like if I'm as small as they are and stuff like that, yeah, my security stepping. Cause nah, bro, Aiden wild for that. Aiden just lucky he didn't get hit. Honestly, Aiden don't realize how close he was to probably getting hit.
very minor things. He had been yelling and insulting a ton of people. It was looking really bad. He legitimately looked like he was a danger to not only himself, but others. There was also some unlovable, kissless virgin loser, turbo, insufferable asshole troll that was calling and harassing FouseyTube's family and threatening their life, threatening his life, which of course only continued to push Fousey down this path. The troll was like threatening his family, threatening Fousey, which only made everything significantly worse, obviously. He ended up getting kicked out of an Airbnb and then checking into a hotel where he had a manic episode again and ended up calling the police. And he basically swatted himself.
The fucking questions, send the fucking cops. Send the cops. There's a gun.
Okay, wait. He called the cops on himself?
to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. Help, ma'am, he left. Ma'am, he left. There's a gun to my head. Help, get them. Help, bye. Ma'am, Intercontinental, what's my room number? Help, tell me. 2020.
He spent like the last 45 minutes of the stream in a panicked, manic state.
What?
Where he was very afraid of that troll who was making threats against his family and himself. And he ended up calling the police, hoping that they could go arrest him and take him away to try and, you know, fix this whole situation. And
he called the police to himself to go and pick up a troll? What world does he live in where he doesn't know that if you call the police, first off, they get like a general area of where your phone is, basically like where the phone call's coming from, which they can then, you know, get down to like a little precise ping or whatever if you're on the phone long enough. Like, in what world does he live in where he doesn't know this? Aside from that, he's talking about there's a gun to his head and all of that. Like, bro, like you can't joke like that. Like, no, bro, you're calling he's wasting resources. Like, bro, get your lazy ass up and go to the police station and file a police report. Did he have the address to the guy? Like, yo, like why not just take it all to the police station instead of yo, Fousey need help.
it was only made worse because the troll kept pushing him. Like earlier in the stream, Fousey had apparently like fallen in love with this girl and she had like broke up with him, and the troll took credit for it, claiming that he had actually planted that girl there so Fousey would fall in love with her and then she'd break his heart. So he mentions that multiple times in the last 45 minutes because he truly believed that that girl he met was a fucking plant from this troll who's controlling every aspect of his life now. Even the girl he had fallen in love with was actually on the troll's payroll working for him in order to hurt Fousey. So it was this just very, very sad thing to watch unfold. And the police respond, obviously. He called them and said that, you know, his life was in danger. There was a fucking gun to his head, so the police do actually show up.
He's a stalker.
Okay, and who is this guy?
I don't fucking know.
So how do you want us to look for him if you don't know where he's
I have his address.
What is his address?
I said grab my security 20 minutes ago.
So he made a false, he basically called the police for no reason. Isn't that considered like false police report, something like that? I don't know, to be honest, but the situation is even worse now because he lied about a gun being pointed to his head. I mean, look at this response and look at how many cops are there. Like, nah, gang, nah.
You guys are dumb as fuck, man.
Ego, that's an ego, bro.
There's conflicting information on.
There was at one point where Fousey lost all the clout he ever had, and I felt like he was at his best at that time, in my opinion. Because when I used to see like little bits of Fousey or whatever, he'd pop up like in my YouTube feed, and I'd slightly, you know, hover over the video, and he wasn't really doing the views or anything like that, but he looked comfortable. Now it's just like, bro, y'all. Okay, certain people you can't make famous because of the simple fact they're going to get a big head. Like I've been around a plethora of famous people, and let me tell you, the chill ones are very hard to spot from the ones that are just full of ego and some more shit. Like it's that out of line, bro. So honestly, y'all make anybody famous. Like most of the comments are always saying, y'all make anyone famous. The people who deserve to be famous, they remain low key. They just chill. They vibe. Like penguins. Like they just remain chill, low key. They just vibe. They, you know, mind their business for the most part and things like that. And you know, like you ain't got nothing to really worry about when it come to them. But instead, y'all make crazy people famous, like super insane people who need actual help famous. Cause true, it's funny from the start, but then further on in the future, y'all then come out of nowhere and start crying about how, oh, this person did this person did that, oh, this person's really messed up in the head, da 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 da. Like, no, bro, you should have been known this. You should have been peeped this from the start. Like, I don't get it, bro.
on if it's an
That's
actual
like
arrest
Cardi
or
B
if
being
they're
famous
just
and all
detaining
that.
him
Like, bro,
because he is
like there's so much stuff going on in the world. There's Ice Spice that got a 16-year-old girl twerking in her music video that no one talked about at all. Like, I don't understand what's going on anymore in this world.
having this mental health episode. He was yelling and screaming at them and saying a bunch of things that obviously didn't make much sense. So, because he was so irate and so deeply disturbed, it seems like the cops arrested him and detained him. And I truly believe that that was actually for the best. I think if this stream continued, he would have ended up hurting himself or somebody. He was in a very intense, very manic state that could have ended very poorly. I watched this all happen live in real time, and there was nothing entertaining about it. People were losing their mind about how entertaining it was. W stream, this shit is amazing. Because there's such a disconnect from the internet, like the normal
Oh,
internet
God.
spectator live stream viewer, and reality. What you are watching is a very real person. FouseyTube is a real human being having an actual mental health breakdown, a complete collapse of mental health. And people are just celebrating it and can't wait for him to come back and are praying that he doesn't take medication. He also mentioned during his stream that he hasn't been taking any of his mental health medication for the last 2 days, and he had apparently not slept for 2 days either, and people love it. People can't wait for more of it, and I just find that so fucking sad. I really do. I don't think there's anything goofy about it. Fousey is unfortunately not only being encouraged by his audience that's treating him like some kind of circus show, he's also being encouraged by other streamers in the real world that keep patting him on the ass and pushing him to keep doing this kind of shit. He is surrounded by parasites, these fucking leeches that are latching on to Fousey's ass like a goddamn hemorrhoid in order to suckle some clout out from under him. So
Aiden,
he's blown up from all of this. So a lot of other streamers have
them 2 motherfuckers he hit.
started trying to be all
I hate to fucking say it. I really hate to say it, bro. Like, I like, y'all know I've been working on cussing and things like that, but I really hate to say this, bro. You're Rage. Like, come on, Rage. I seen today Rage posted a video saying with the title "I met FouseyTube." Oh my god, bro, stop.
buddy with him, like, hey, we're such good pals, Fousey, you're doing great, let me in your content. So they keep forcing themselves into Fousey's life so they can broadcast themselves to promote themselves through him without ever actually caring about him as a friend. No one is actually helping him get what he needs. He is clearly going through a legitimate mental health crisis. Fousey has been very open and honest in the past about the mental health struggles that he has. He has legitimate mental illness. And nobody around him seems to care. They only care that he keeps bringing in big numbers, which help them.
Now watch this. Watch if Fousey gets out of jail or gets out of holding, whatever, gets the help that he needs or whatever. Watch how many people, like, imagine he continues his IRL stream. Watch how many people leave, but watch how many people stay just because they're waiting for something bad to happen. Aside from that, watch all the other people who are leeching off of him start trying to help him out of nowhere now. Literally, watch. I know it's gonna happen,
There
bro.
was a moment right before he was arrested where Aiden Ross called him and told him to, like, calm down and go to sleep. And that is more than a lot of other people in his life have done for him. But that is still, like,
Get
the
Aiden
bare
credit.
minimum.
I get Aiden a little
Like,
credit for that.
That is, like, very easy to do stuff. That's not help Fousey needs. What he needs is someone that's willing to do the hard stuff. Turn his fucking stream off.
Exactly. Fucking exactly, yo. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Turn that shit the fuck off, bro. I don't care how mad someone is at me for doing something for them, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you vape around me, I'm throwing your shit in the trash. Matter of fact, I'm throwing your shit in the water the way it don't work no more. If you're doing something outrageous and you know that you have a lot of issues going on, I'm going to be the living hell that you need me to be, bro. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. I'm going to do what needs to be done for you, bro. Like, literally, that's what some people don't understand, bro.
His phone away. Take his camera away. He needs to be disconnected from the internet, and he actually needs legitimate professional help. That's the hard thing that no one's willing to do. but it's what he needs. That is 100% the only thing that will help him. But no one does it. Like, again, there are a couple people, it wasn't just Aiden, that are like, hey, Fousey, just calm down, you know, go to bed, it's not that big of a deal. But he's not going to do that. He is in a actual manic state. He's not just going to stop and go to sleep because you asked him nicely. You need someone that is actually caring about him to take all of that away and get him to where he needs to go, to a professional. And also, a lot of other people pointed this out too. The platforms can also do something. Kick could have absolutely suspended the stream.
Exactly.
They could have, and that would have been an invaluable help to him. But they don't, because he brings in so many viewers and so much attention, and that's what the world's
like. Make that make sense to me. This dude just had a whole I don't want to say R word. I don't want to, you know, make it crazy, but he just had a whole allegation of taking advantage of someone while they were drunk. Any other streamer that's somewhat well known would have probably caught some sort of disciplinary action behind them. I'm like, didn't Kai get banned when he was about to do his 30-day stream? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get the platforms. That's why I love Twitch, and that's why really, when it come to Kick, bro, I just stream, but I don't pay attention to the chat. I don't pay attention to how many followers, how many numbers. I just talk as if people are there. It doesn't matter to me, bro, because I don't wish to, you know, do any of that at all. When it comes to YouTube, bro, y'all don't hear me say like, comment, subscribe, or anything like that. Do what you want with your life, bro. I'm just posting videos type shit. That's it. Aside from that, I'm still handling my day-to-day life. I'm still getting done what needs to be done. So it's like, yo, I don't get it, bro. I honestly don't get it. I get, you know, it brings in a lot of money for you and things like that. And, you know, I guess there's a lot of eyes on you. You're famous or whatever, but at some point you lose it and just, bro, I don't know. That's why I didn't get into Fousey, cause I seen it happen once, and I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm good off that. But here it is happening all over again. I was wondering why Fousey was popping up in my feed so much. I was like, yo, how is Fousey just trending again? And even then, somewhere in his live stream when he's getting arrested by the cops, he was like, yo, I'm literally going viral right now. Like, bro, that shit, like, this is the real world. We don't give a fuck. Like, we don't. Like, yo, come on, bro.
Seems to run on
Somebody
these
help
days.
this man.
So all the people in his life and everything and everyone around him is just a yes man that encourages this destructive behavior.
Exactly.
And it's only going to get worse if he's allowed to keep doing this without.
Bro gonna end up like Pretty Boy Fredo. Sadly, he's gonna end up exactly like Pretty Boy Fredo. And that's not even a diss towards Pretty Boy Fredo. Fredo know, like, it is bad. It's that bad for Fredo, bro.
Anyone actually stepping up to help him. I think it is fucking tragic. So I don't think it's goofy. I don't think it's silly. I wanted to briefly talk about it because I keep getting asked about it because so many people seem to think that it is goofy and silly. And I just completely disagree. So I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's really about it. So,
like, yeah. Remix this bitch, now I'm talking my shit. I was down on my dick while they scamming this shit. Had to get to a band.